Our planet, a sphere of breathtaking beauty and immense power, is a canvas painted over millennia. Yet it is not only the gentle hand of nature that has shaped its surface. Today we journey to the edges of these incredible chasms. My name is Albert, and welcome to Unknown Facts. Our first destination takes us to the desolate frozen expanse of eastern Siberia. Here, in the town of Mirny, lies a chasm so vast, so perfectly spiraled. It appears as if a gargantuan screw has been driven into the earth. This is the Mirny Diamond Mine, an open-pit mine. It plummets over 525 meters into the planet's crust and spans more than a kilometer across. The conditions for the workers here were and are unimaginably harsh. The airspace directly above the Mirny mine is a strict no-fly zone for helicopters. The colossal temperature difference between the air at the bottom of the pit and the air at the surface creates a powerful downward vortex. From the frozen plains of Siberia, we travel to the arid mountains of Utah. This is the Bingham Canyon Mine, known locally as the Kennecott Copper Mine. It is the largest man-made excavation on Earth. It descends over 1.2 kilometers into the Oquirrh Mountains. Enormous shovels, capable of scooping up 98 tons of rock in a single bite, load haul trucks the size of a small house. In 2013, engineers detected a section of the mine wall becoming unstable. They evacuated the area, and just as predicted, a catastrophic landslide occurred. Two separate avalanches containing enough material to bury New York's Central Park under 20 meters of debris thundered into the pit. It was one of the largest non-volcanic landslides in North American history, yet the mine endured. We now leave the land behind and journey to the Caribbean Sea, off the coast of Belize. From above, its perfection is mesmerizing, a 300-meter wide circle of darkness in a sea of light. Tens of thousands of years ago, this was a dry limestone cave system on land. The roof collapsed and the sea rushed in, creating the cylindrical shaft we see today. At around 30 meters down, giant stalactites appear, definitive clues to the hole's terrestrial past. By analyzing sediment layers, scientists found evidence of extreme ancient droughts linked to the Mayan decline. The hole is a climate record, a silent library preserving environmental history. It tells a story of a world that once was. Our journey now takes us to the heart of South Africa, to a city born of a diamond rush, often claimed to be the largest hand-excavated hole in the world. Armed with picks, shovels, buckets, they removed an estimated 22.5 million tons of earth. The result, a pit covering 17 hectares and 240 meters deep. After deadly rockfalls and increasing depth, open pit mining was abandoned. Mining continued underground. Nearly 3,000 kilograms of diamonds were recovered. Those gems founded fortunes and changed the global diamond trade. We return to the vast, isolated wilderness of Siberia, the Sakha Republic, north of the Arctic Circle. Here lies another colossal diamond mine, the Udachnaya Pipe. Udachnaya is not one pipe but two adjacent pipes, Pipe 1, Pipe 2. It eventually reached over 630 meters deep. Operating here is almost beyond imagination. Machinery must be specially designed not to shatter in the cold. Discovered 2 days after Mirny in 1955, a story of Soviet geological perseverance. There were proposals, seriously considered, to use a 2-kiloton nuclear bomb at the bottom of the pit. The plan was abandoned, a chilling example of extreme measures considered in extreme places. From the icy north to the sun-drenched shores of Long Island, Bahamas, hidden in a quiet bay, a hole not known for width but for terrifying depth, it plummets to 202 meters, the world's second deepest known saltwater blue hole. These athletes, on a single breath, push human endurance to the brink. In 2010, researchers discovered colonies of bacteria thriving in oxygen-free environments. These anaerobic life forms are a mystery, a hint of what life might look like on other planets. Deans is a stadium for free-diving world records, triumphs and danger in equal measure, a short pause to contemplate life in such an extreme place. We venture once more into the far, frozen north, to the Canadian Arctic. Here in Lac de Gras lies the Diavik Diamond Mine. Not one hole, but 3 carved into islands. Enormous dikes were built to hold back the lake, colossal walls of crushed rock creating islands where there were none. This allowed open-pit mining in a newly dry lake bed. For 2 months each year, convoys cross a 400-kilometer ice road, the mine's lifeline. Everything, fuel, explosives, supplies, must be flown or trucked in. The mine operates in traditional indigenous territory. Its design incorporates their knowledge. The dikes contain fish-friendly passages to preserve migration routes, a surprising compromise between industry and ecosystem. Our next hole is not nature's making. It is purely functional, yet hypnotic. When the reservoir is full, a giant swirling vortex appears near Monticello Dam. Technically, it is an uncontrolled morning glory spillway, a perfect circular funnel, 22 meters across. When water rises, it flows into the funnel and plummets 61 meters down a vertical shaft before being discharged downstream. Drone footage went viral, millions captivated by this man-made whirlpool. In 1997, a woman swimming was pulled into the vortex and killed, a sobering reminder of its power. Brief pause. When dry, skateboarders have used the funnel as a makeshift half-pipe. A cormorant was filmed being sucked through, then emerging unharmed, light chuckle. We now turn to a hole, perhaps the most terrifying, one that can appear suddenly and violently in a city. In 2010, following Tropical Storm Agatha, a near-perfect circular chasm opened in the middle of a city street. It swallowed a 3-story factory and a nearby house, a black cylindrical abyss about 20 meters wide and 30 meters deep. Shocked onlookers and rescue workers arrived. There was no time for escape in many cases. This was not a typical karst sinkhole. It was a piping pseudokarst, infrastructure failure deep underground. Torrential rains overwhelmed a crumbling sewer system, washing away loose volcanic ash beneath the city. This was not the first time. A similar, larger sinkhole in 2007 killed 5 people. The city sits on a geological and infrastructural knife edge. The events were devastating and, in many ways, predictable, symptoms of long-term infrastructure failure. A grim lesson about urban planning, geology, and the thin crust beneath our feet. For our final destination, the Karakum Desert, Turkmenistan. Here is a fiery crater nearly 70 meters wide, blazing continuously for over half a century. In 1971, Soviet geologists punched into an underground gas cavern. The ground collapsed, leaving a venting pit. They set it on fire to burn off toxic methane, expecting weeks. It has burned ever since. It has become a tourist attraction, a perpetual bonfire consuming an unknown quantity of gas. Stories differ. Some say the crater formed in the 60s and was lit in the 80s. Soviet secrecy leaves the true origin uncertain. The most incredible fact, no one knows how much gas remains or how long the fire will burn. Decades? Centuries? It is a burning question mark in the desert, a monument to an environmental accident, frozen in time and light. From the diamond-rich spirals of Siberia to the fiery pit in Turkmenistan, we have journeyed to the edges of the world's most incredible voids. Thank you so very much for joining us on this exploration of the deep. If you enjoyed this journey, please subscribe to Unknown Facts and like this video. Warm, sincere pause. Until next time, stay curious.